Welcome back to Tiny House Basics. Here is another tiny house trailer tour. That is a 30-foot by 10-foot wide Deckover Tiny House Basics trailer. The Deckover Tiny House trailers have really been taken off the past couple of years. A lot of people are seeing the benefits of having a loftless design tiny house. So this is the perfect trailer for that. So let's go through the details about this trailer, why it could benefit you and your tiny house build. So let's get started. The main deck is 30 feet long by 10 feet wide. We have three 7,000-pound axles. The deck height on our Deckovers is 34 inches tall. This height is really determined by the wheels that are sitting underneath them. So the deck can't really be any lower and completely cover up the wheels and allow proper suspension cycling. So let's take a look underneath here. You can see the deck and the cross members are kind of just below the top of the wheel wells, but we design it in a way that the wheels can cycle in their suspension up and down and still allow us to get around a 34-inch high deck height. This Deckover, we're using 10-inch I-beam construction. So the main frame right here that the axles are mounted on is 10-inch I-beams. And then we go all the way up to the front to a 10-inch I-beam tongue. So we did this tongue to be 6 feet long instead of our standard extended tongue that's 5 feet. We did that so we can have this big bump out. So this is an interior bump out. It'll be used as an interior space. So that's why we use the same cross members that we did in the main frame. We did this bump out to be 56 inches wide by 28 inches deep. This allows us a finished 4 feet on the inside by 2 feet deep. And we still have plenty of room because we're going to put the AC condenser right there. And then any other equipment. This allows complete turning radius from the truck. This also has the dual 12,000-pound jacks, which is usually uncommon on a bumper pull style trailer. But being that this trailer is so big and so stout, we wanted to have two independent jacks. So we removed the beam that goes in between them, and so they can operate independently as a leveling device. So going back to the main deck, 10-inch I-beam construction. The outer frame is 2x6 all around the perimeter. And then our cross members, these are upgraded to a 5x2 box tube cross member. So that is incredibly stout. You can see that 6-inch on the outer frame right here, 5-inch cross members. They were ordered as flush cross members, so they are flush with the top of the deck. This allows you to use the trailer as the subfloor and insulate in between. So you have 5 inches of subfloor insulation that you can do on this trailer frame. We are planning on doing spray foam insulation to really give us a nice, tight, and high R value for the floor insulation. Going back to the axles, three 7,000-pound axles with brakes on every axle. There is no fenders, as you can see. It is a totally flat deck. This allows you to put doors anywhere you want. You're not restricted. You have plenty of structural strength with this design of this trailer. You can have your entry right over the axles. And so instead of fenders, we do this little flashing that is basically covers over the wheels. And you can lay your plywood subfloor directly on top of that. 10 feet wide is really outselling 8 feet wide by a factor of 5 to 1. And lately, I'd say in the past 2 years, most people are getting Deckovers because they want a single level tiny house and not have to deal with a sleeping loft. So the Deckover is really the ideal layout for that. It's so much easier to build because you don't have to run headers across the fenders. You can frame it just like a regular house. You don't have to run, have any difficult framing around the wheels. So you can see we added extra cross bracing right here between these I-beams. This is really a truly overbuilt trailer. That's how we do all of our tiny house trailers. We really overbuild them. They're designed to handle the weight of your tiny house around the perimeter. This trailer design, as you can see, it allows you to fully insulate the width of the trailer. There's no flanges at all on our Deckover trailers or bumper pulls like some other trailer manufacturers do. You can fully insulate this full width of this trailer deck, have a uniform insulated subfloor. So no cold spots like you would on a flange style trailer. This Deckover is a beast. So excited to see this build come together. If you guys have any questions, you can email us at trailers@tinyhousebasics.com. You can request a quote right on our website at tinyhousebasics.com. You select the length you're looking for the trailer. We can do all the way up to 40 feet long. This is only 30, but you can do all the way up to 40 feet long. You could do 10 feet wide, 11 feet, 12 feet wide in our deckovers and standard trailers. So yeah, we look forward to hearing from you. Go to our website, tinyhousebasics.com. You can request a quote for any one of our 390 different tiny house trailer models. We are excited to help you on your journey, and we hope to hear from you soon.